My name is Spencer Watts. I'm a chef and a lover of anything that has to do with food. I'm on a new adventure and cooking up another storm. I want to share with you some of my favorite indulgent and comforting recipes, the kind of food that warms your heart and feeds the soul. There will be some twists on old classics and also some new fun ideas that you can share with your family and friends. I'm also going to let you in on the behind the scenes action and show you how a real cooking show comes together. So my friends, let's do this. When we first decided to make a series about comfort food, we wanted a location that celebrated the cooler seasons. And this place is outstanding. It's surrounded by beautiful, colorful trees in this season. We're right on the water, so even at night, the stars and the moon are brilliant. It's a great place to film a series, and it feels like it's part of a character telling a story about fall and comfort food. So with the fall leaves exploding in color, I'm embracing harvest time by making a whole roasted chicken stuffed with herbs, complete with a mandarin orange glaze and mulled wine spices. Pumpkin spice caramel apples with ginger snap cookie crumbs. But first, a delicious pumpkin gnocchi with chestnut cream and amaretti cookie crumble.
Oh, I should grab Spencer.
Yes, please get Spencer.
Hey, Spencer. We're ready. He's coming.
Okay. Awesome. Okay, here we go, guys. Act 1, take 1. All right, Spencer, good to go with the gnocchi?
Rock and roll.
Okay, here we go. And action.
Gnocchi, soft, pillowy Italian dumplings that are perfect for cold days, especially when you nestle them in a creamy sauce with chestnuts. Mine starts with pumpkin puree, but I gotta bring it to life with a little shot of the good warm stuff, cinnamon, and a little allspice. I love the energy in allspice. And again, it's one of those warm spices. I think when you eat it, it gives you a bit of a hug. A touch of salt and a touch of milk, mix it together. So there's two types of gnocchi. One, there's potato gnocchi, which a lot of people know, and that's made with basically milled potatoes, eggs, and flour, and you make a dough out of it. This is Parisian gnocchi, which is one of my favorites because it's made with flour and eggs, and it's more of a dough that you push out of a piping bag. And with the flavors of the pumpkin and all the spice, it'll warm you from the inside out. So in with that little mixture, in with the butter, and you want to get that on the heat. Melt the butter with the milk, the pumpkin puree, then the spices, then it's in with flour and in with the egg. Super simple. It already looks so great. Look at the color. Once the butter's melted, next step, get in the flour, and it should make a dough pretty quick, and then in with the eggs. Once you start adding the eggs into the dough and you want to beat it up, get it really nice, thick, and sticky. That's a classic Parisian gnocchi dough. Now that is perfect Parisian gnocchi dough. I love heating it up, wakes the spices up, melts the butter. You beat the eggs in, get it into a piping bag. One of my new favorite things to use in the kitchen is biodegradable piping bags. Genius. They're great to use, they're super easy, and when you're done, they go with the food waste. So to cook the Parisian gnocchi, you want to cook it in simmering water, but you want the water to be delicious. So a good pinch of salt. If you tie butcher twine across your pot, it acts as the knife to cut it, and if you drizzle a little oil on, it's nonstick. The gnocchi really takes no time to cook, and it'll let you know when it wants to get out of the hot tub because it'll float to the top. The best part about this is probably the chestnut cream.
And cut! Awesome! Let's get ready for Act 2, everybody. Thank you.
Good job, guys. I love the colors of fall. The trees change, the food changes, everything seems to get super comforting. If comfort food was the season, it would be fall. Delicious pillows of soft gnocchi flavored with pumpkin and warm spices. Glory awaits you with a chestnut cream. Let's get into it. I'm all about building flavor. Fried sage is delicious as a garnish, but as a garnish, it also flavors the oil. So the first step in building some crazy flavor is getting some sage nice and crispy. Fireworks. Fried sage, it's so easy to do. It looks so cool. It's super flavorful. And the byproduct is tasty sage oil to slow cook onions and garlic. Red onion's great in a cream sauce. It has a subtle onion flavor. And as you cook it, it kind of gets nice and sweet. So into the sage oil. This cream sauce goes really fast. So sage oil, then in with the onions, and you can see they're kind of just blipping away, getting really nice and flavorful. And then I like to grate in my garlic for this one. Gives it like a really nice garlic flavor. A good sauce, especially one for gnocchi, has balance. It's gonna be cream based with pumpkin puree, but if you put a little sunshine in there, great for balance. So there's lots of pumpkin flavor in the gnocchi, and I like that. I'm gonna give this cream sauce a touch of pumpkin, in with the pumpkin puree after the lemon juice. Oh, I love that color. Reminds me of fall. Get it in there. I love how fast the sauce is. I love how delicious it is. You can't have a cream sauce without heavy cream. That's the next one in. Oh, look at those colors. This time of year, chestnuts are in abundance. You can find them in a few ways. You can find them whole in their shells, or you can find them out of the shells. I like using the ones out of the shells. They scream fall and they're great in a cream sauce, especially with pumpkin gnocchi. And then if you just take your knife, take a few leaves of sage in your hand like that, line them up kind of like a deck of cards, roll them up like Grandpappy is making a cigar, and then give it a nice thin slice. And you get these really nice shaved pieces of sage, and they're perfect to throw in there right at the end. And it really gives you that like fresh little kiss of sage. So the sauce is basically done, and I love nice little crispy texture on the gnocchi. When the gnocchi goes into the pan with the hot oil, don't touch it. Let it sizzle. Gnocchi wants to get a crispy crust on it. Let it happen. After about a minute, give it a flip, and that golden brown texture mixed with the pillowy inside is perfect for any gnocchi. Crust on the outside of the gnocchi is perfect because think of it, inside is this delicate, soft little pillow of pumpkin and spice and everything nice. And on top is gonna go a little crunch, simply with some almonds. And these are Italian amaretti cookies. They're right from Italy and they're so delicious. They taste like amaretto and almond. And think of that, pumpkin with the spice and the chestnut, and then this little sweet cookie put on top of the fried sage. I'm in heaven. Crush them up and put them with the almonds. That crunch smells so good. Time for sauce to meet gnocchi. That's so delicious. The chestnuts and the sage.
Hey, won't you run with me, run with me? Hey, won't you come with me, come with me? Hey, 'cause I'm here with my hand on my heart. Hey, won't you run with me, run with me? Hey, won't you come with me, come with me? Hey, 'cause I'm here with my hand on my heart.
Wow. Okay, that takes off all the boxes. Wow. The gnocchi is really nice and soft. There's a little sweetness from that amaretti cookie. The double pumpkin in the sauce and in the gnocchi has got those little hints of warm spice. The fried sage and the cookie. This is fall on a plate.
And cut. Awesome. Hey, great job.
I only ate out of a little corner
Yeah.
because I know Dom is obsessed with pumpkin. It is really good. It's a sweet cookie that does it. There you go, pal.
Thank you. How easy is that to eat, Tom?
It's so good, isn't it? When the seasons change and we get into the cooler months, it's all about the warm spices. I'm taking that inspiration and making a mulled wine spiced chicken with mandarin oranges, herbs, a glaze. It's a perfect family dinner.
Spend your life with me.
All right, let's get ready to go. And you're looking towards Matt.
Comfort Food, episode 23, Act 3, Take 1.
Action.
Who doesn't love the changing of the seasons? When the seasons change, the ingredients change. When the ingredients change, my cooking changes, which is so great, especially when you're making pumpkin gnocchi with chestnut cream. How delicious is that? But those warm spices and flavors can carry over into some family favorite cooking, like a whole roasted chicken. I like to start the flavor from the inside. Give the cavity a little seasoning. In the cavity is a lot of the bones. The bones is flavor. And look at how fun mandarin oranges are. They're so delicious. They're super sweet, fragrant, and even the rind has a lot of zest, natural oils. You gotta put some herbs inside your bird. Rosemary and thyme, those are just nice herbs that go with chicken. Get them in there. I like to trust the bird. It props it up, gets it ready for the oven. They're gonna flavor the outside. The reason for trusting a chicken is because some of the wing bones can hang out and they will burn. But if you wrap the chicken up really nice and tight, it cooks evenly and none of the parts stick out to get burnt. And when the chicken comes out, it looks glorious. Looks pretty good, doesn't it? Flavor on the inside, it's all trussed up. Now it's time for flavor on the outside. These are some spices that you find classically in mulled wine. Cinnamon into the chopper, along with star anise, which got like this really cool licorice feel to it. And cloves. Cloves are intensely wonderful and warm, perfect for the season, but a little goes a long way because they are fiery if you put too many in. All right, grind it up. Doing it from the whole seeds really wakes up all of those beautiful flavors. So here's a little secret. I'm gonna season this with salt and some chicken powder. This stuff tastes like chicken. It's nice and salty, so get it in there. And then mix a whole bunch of butter into it. One, when you cover it in butter, it's gonna self-baste. And two, that fat's gonna help get that skin really nice and crispy. Into the oven, 375. That's a pretty good temperature for chicken. The skin will be really nice and crispy. The flavor continues while the chicken cooks. But I want to make a glaze to brush onto the chicken and to brush over the meat once it's all cut up. So the glaze starts with mandarin oranges. They're super sweet and they're super juicy. There's nothing like a mandarin orange. It just smells celebratory and festive. So there's a lot of spices going on in the butter. Same spices are gonna go into the glaze. Be careful with the cloves. They're really flavorful. Ginger makes a lot of sense. Star anise, cloves, cinnamon, mandarin orange, ginger. Don't even worry about taking the peel off. Release all your magical ginger flavor. So give it a little kiss of salt. Soy sauce, star anise, cloves, cinnamon, ginger, soya, honey. Let it come up to the boil, turn it down to a simmer. When it's nice and thick, you know it's done. It already smells so good. Oh my goodness. The smell of a buttered covered roasted chicken is just so warm and inviting. Look at how great this looks. Do you want to let it rest before you carve it? You want all those juices to go right back into that meat. It'll stay nice and succulent. So the mandarin glaze is gonna echo some of the flavors inside the chicken, but here's the deal. You wanna brush it on afterwards. It'll add a touch of sweetness, and it's a great way to finish the chicken. Now that's a whole roasted chicken the entire family can get behind, and look at how great it looks. Nothing crazy, just treat it with a little bit of respect, throw some good old-fashioned festive flavor at it. You've got something totally delicious. My wife Sophia loves roasted chicken. This just reminds me of her. Love you, babe.
Cut.
I would like all of you to dig into this. Let's do it.
Awesome.
Dig in. Taste it. Fall is harvest time and apples are at the center of that. So I'm dunking mine in pumpkin spice caramel and sharing it with some good friends. Ever been in a mall or fair or a local carnival? You come around the corner and you see it. It hits you. It stops you in your tracks every time. It's the caramel apple. What's the perfect apple to use for a caramel apple? Anything you got, really. A nice eating apple. Granny Smith is good. It's tart, goes well with the caramel. I like a Honeycrisp. It's a big, juicy apple. So to get them ready for the caramel, just pull the stem out, give it a little twist, and where the stem is where you want to put the stick to hold it together. You can just kind of turn it and get it in there. I think the caramel apple lives in all of our hearts. All right, a few to do. It's caramel time. Apples are chilling out, now it's time to make the caramel. And this caramel's easy because you put basically everything in at the same time and get it going. So classically, a caramel has a lot of butter. I dice it up so it'll melt faster, and brown sugar. I'm gonna use a light brown sugar because I like that taste. So get that in there if you wanna make a lot of caramel. And then some heavy cream, nothing less than the best. Heavy cream can go in with the butter and the sugar. Now, I don't use this a lot, but it's super necessary in this recipe to give you that apple coating, give you that little snap, something that'll cling on to the apple. This is dark corn syrup. Keep a pastry brush and some water handy. You want to keep the edges of the pot clean. If they crystallize, the caramel will get too dark too quick. Clean edges, stir it, have a little fun. You want to stick a candy thermometer into it. You want it to reach the softball stage, which is about between 235 and 240. The softball stage is only referring to the sugar syrup and the water content. As you cook it out, water evaporates and this becomes really nice and thick. Softball stage is perfect for caramel apples, so when you dunk it, it cools, it's hard, but it's chewy at the same time. So this is gonna get pumpkin spiced out. You can buy your own pumpkin spices, but they're so easy to make. It starts with a little cinnamon. So cinnamon is ground zero for pumpkin spice. So is allspice, but a little goes a long way. Delicious. These are the two spices you can't leave out of pumpkin spice. That's ginger. A little goes a long way as well, just like the allspice. Get that in there. And some nutmeg. As soon as you grate in nutmeg to this party, that's when it really starts to smell like pumpkin spice. Fresher the better. I love these candy thermometers because it tells you when to stop. You can remove the thermometer, and then this is a good time to add in the spices. So get the pumpkin spice in as you turn off the burner. One last tip before you start dunking your apples into glorious pumpkin spice caramel. You want the caramel to cool a little bit. Softball stage, 235 to 240. You want to let this get down to about 185, 190 before you glaze the apples. There's something very soothing about dunking delicious apples into pumpkin spice caramel. Not only is it fun, it smells great. I like to roll it around and make sure caramel gets coated on all of that apple. Roll it into something fun. Ginger snaps, pumpkin spice, makes a lot of sense.
You are my home away from home. Home away from home. Home away from home. Home away from home.
Look at these things. They're just crazy beautiful. Tons of fun. A great way to get the kids involved in the kitchen. You can eat those anywhere, but I say we go outside in the elements and eat them by the fire.
And cut. Awesome.
Let's let these cool, and honestly, let's go out by the fire and have one.
I love it.
We'll have a little crew family sweet treat.